All right, so a little disclaimer, we have no idea. Well, we want to keep it open. This could be anything. I don't think it's going to be a concert necessarily. It's going to be more, we'd like to get y'all involved a little bit. And also we feel like everybody, all the other artists are doing like, you know, miniature golf and wiffle ball, and we're like, here's our music, you know, like we're some kind of artists or something. But hopefully it's fun and it's a nice alternative to wiffle ball and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to start with a song, and then we'll just see what happens. We've decided to wing it. Every time I go back home, brush the leaves off the stone. From the grave I see up the hill, same old trees stand there still. It's a little bit sweet, it's a little bit bitter. In my old bed I fall asleep and the spirits visit me. I wake up and I'm all alone, stuck inside my skin and bone. It's a little bit sweet, it's a little bit bitter. Bittersweet, that's the way love is made to be. And now my little boy's hand, feel him growing up so fast. On the mind, I feel him shaking, hands with time. It's a little bit sweet, it's a little bit bitter. Bittersweet, that's the way love is made. Bittersweet, that's the way love is made to be. I look my lover straight in the eye, stops the clock, she looks in mine. Myself bumming, I'm holding on, then she blinks. The moment's gone, then she blinks. The moment's gone. Bittersweet, that's the way love is made. Bittersweet, that's the way love is made. Bittersweet, that's the way love is made to be. Thank you. All right.
Any questions?
Yeah, did you put on sunscreen?
Yeah, we
Do I
got
want sunscreen? Yeah, I'm like fresh off the
fresh off the mainland. So
All right, best.
Yeah.
This could be a problem.
The sun is creeping towards us too. I noticed the shadow. We're definitely high SPF necessity.
If anybody has an SPF spray, maybe 30.
Ladies, here's your chance.
All right, back to the music. Oh look, there's one. Look at this. A light-skinned man brings it. You know he's got it, just like us. He's a hero.
70.
70.
Man,
No problem.
this leg is going to remain quite pale.
That's going to be your white leg. So, like we said, we're slightly unprepared, but excited to be here. We're excited that we're happy that Avid's had us and allowed a couple more brothers, a different kind of brothers to join. And we're going to play more music, but we thought instead of just doing like a concert or playing a bunch of songs, we might play parts of songs and maybe talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. But we had a great time making this new album, and we love talking about it. And that was a song from the album. And just about all the songs, at least the ones we'll talk about today, came about from us just messing around, and which is not a new thing for writing songs, but we really had a new process where we just sat down just like we are right here, and we just started making stuff up musically and then recording it, and but recording it as we made it up, and then we used that for the record. Now, I'm not talking about lyrics and everything, but I am talking about music. And so it's kind of fun to talk about because it's a little different process. Normally you would go into a studio and record something that you've already practiced and learned, and you play it down and you've rehearsed it and you're thinking about it. And the idea for us was to play some stuff that we weren't thinking about and capture that, just use the stuff that comes right off the top of our heads. And we enjoyed jamming together. Chris hates the word jam, but we'll say improvise. He likes, what do you call it?
That sounds so pretentious,
Yeah.
but but what we actually do is spontaneously compose because when a good jam has a beginning, has a middle, has an ending. There's an arc to it. There's different sections. You don't just play the same thing over and over again. There's rhythmic counterpoint, so it has a form. And so what we did is we got this new studio. We were all excited about this building. We rented this big kind of cinder block building that used to be a print shop, and it had a couple really different sounding rooms. One was big and boomy, and the other one was smaller and dry. And we just set up and we improvised and did these spontaneous compositions, and we recorded it really well, because this is the way we've come up with the ideas backstage sometimes, and someone just starts something and it sounds exciting, and then we join in and improvise a little bit, and somebody gets their phone out and make a little voice memo. So we've done that for a long time, and then you reference back to these voice memos, and it's like, ooh, let's develop that. But in this case, we kind of did the same thing, but we did it in a real studio, recording to tape with good microphones, and captured that first initial impulse, and then we're able to use it on the record. So that's what kind of made it fun and exciting. We didn't know we were going to do it that way. We just started having fun and improvising and recording it, and as soon as we started listening back, we realized, oh, this is how we're going to make this record.
Yeah, and we'll never be able to recreate it.
We'll never be able to recreate exactly how it happened that first time, and we're going to just write the songs over that, whatever it is. Of course, these were like long jams, right? So we had to like edit it down into song forms and kind of intuit, what's the intro? What about this is the verse? What's the chorus? And the lyrics started coming, and we just started forming these compositions out of the spontaneous compositions that we started with.
Yeah, so the song we just played was actually the very first spontaneous, what is it? Spontaneous composition. Big words. We jammed. It was the first jam, okay? But as I remember, oftentimes it's just somebody starts doing something. So Jono was, I think, playing that little drum groove very softly in the corner, and then we just started noodling, and another horrible word, but
Terrible
we noodled.
word. Terrible word.
Jammed, noodled.
We started constructing counterpoint on the spot.
So that's how that one came about. But that first day, we did another one called Alabaster. Let's just play a little bit of that.
But just to finish the point, you know, if like we would have written the song that we just played, A Little Bit Sweet, and then tried to figure out what the music would have been, we would have never come up with what we just played. So the fact that we, you know, this weird counterpuntal bass line and all those things that kind of what I think make it sort of interesting musically, it would have never happened if we just had a normal sort of finger-picking written song ahead of time. So that was the fun part of this process.
Let's play a little bit of Alabaster.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and start it like the record and just kind of groove on it.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Did this for like 30 minutes. But little changes. Jono reaches over and plays the keyboards, which, how about it for Jono, by the way? He does that. Every once in a while we change it up, but it's only 2 chords over and over. Another section.
So here comes a verse. Still coming.
On the wheel of a yellow cab on the outskirts of Birmingham, he dreams of a traffic jam in Manhattan. Below the city in a subway car, she feels just like a shooting star. Never thought she could get so far from her old man. Last phone was in New York City, ringing all day, calling somebody home. She doesn't answer, she walks faster. She won't be going back to Alabaster. She won't be going back. She won't be going back to Alabaster.
All right. Stop there. So like. So this whole song's just 2 chords, and so you heard our intro had a certain just very simple, I'm just playing footballs on the bass. Footballs. In Nashville they call them diamonds. Some notes, classical music, they call them whole notes. Very simple. But then as we started spontaneously composing this piece, the rhythm changed slightly to something like this. So we decided this is the verse, and then we have a little hook right here with it. Just kind of happened. And we decided to overdub on top of that little rhythm to make it stick out right here. Totally an accent. So this is the verse groove. And we kept spontaneously composing and then turn into this, the chorus groove. To a verse.
That's all it takes.